I enjoy my kids. My kids, I don't even look at them as a responsibility. I guess not really a responsibility. Like,
you don't look at your kids as a responsibility?
Nah, like I ain't gonna hold you up.
But they are a responsibility, aren't they?
How you want to look at it, but
what?
The coolest,
I think in any way you look at it, kids are a responsibility.
Nah, my kids, like, I don't have babies anymore. Like, it get different. Like, my son been with me for a month, right?
Right.
That's my road dog. Like, I done took him everywhere. We did everything together, right? He's at that age where
he's ready for the strip club.
He better be ready to read a book or ready to go to bed. You crazy? But
so what age?
He at that age where he'll wake up. Hey, Dad. Bye, Dad. I won't see my son again until like later on in the day. And we're in the same house. We're in the same house. In real life, we are in the same house. We together, right? I can ask him right now. Are you hungry? You want anything? You need anything? He's good. He don't want anything. He got everything he need because he has Wi-Fi. He has his phone. He has his laptop. He has the video game, pizza rolls, and everything that's possibly microwavable available to him. He don't even want no real interaction at this point. He just want to stay online. Like, we went outside and played football, and he was like, "Is this over yet?"
So you play games with him?
Yeah.
What kind of games do you play?
Fortnite, Mortal Kombat, 2K, Call of Duty. These kids are like advanced.
Do you think the games and stuff that they, or like all the internet, do you think is making them smarter?
You know what?
Or do you think it?
I think at this point in time, like in comparison to the games that we play, like that's funny. Like, well, is the name of it Paperboy or Mailman? What's the name of the song? The name of the game?
The game is Paperboy.
Paperboy, yeah, like that game, right? Around my son age, that's the game I was playing. My son is out here playing Modern Warfare, Call of Duty. Like, we're playing for like for me to be 100 years old. That's how I feel in real life, right?
That's a big step.
For me to be 100 years old, I hopped on there and tried to play Fortnite with my son, and I felt like the slowest person in the world.
I think that brings up a good point, though. We're here doing another episode of the PeterPromo podcast, and I've got two new and yet influential members of the Detroit underground hip hop scene. It's a multifaceted scene, but I got two up and coming mover and shakers, man. I've got Von Deezy here, representing his clothing brand, representing his music brand, his multi-businesses, and we also have the multi-talented artist. He's big in 10 countries he can only name 4. We got my guy WhakkBoii. I want to say he's a multi-platinum artist, but he's not quite at platinum yet. He's multi.
What comes before platinum? Bronze?
No gold?
No, you're not even gonna go. Bronze? We're not even gonna hate.
We might be at Myrrh. I don't know where we at, bro.
I'm not gonna hate the fact that, you know, it's in other countries. That's cool. Like, I appreciate that.
Maybe 5.
Like,
I was going to say that I thought that was a good point. Place to start off with would be as a creative, you probably had a point very early on in your life where you realized what you're going to be doing, and maybe not exactly, and maybe it didn't line up exactly like that, but like when we were kids, video games were very accessible for us, but I think for some people you just knew. What was the moment for you where you knew this is what I want to be doing? And it could have been 5 years ago, who knows, but for me it was very early. So, Deezy, why don't you give me that first? What was the moment that let you know? Something that you did as a kid.
Maybe me as a kid, I used to take weird shit. Like, I used to take shit like maybe like a pencil, some paper or some shit like that, and I'd make it look like a lion or some shit like that.
Okay, drawing.
Like, I used to know, like, I can find some glue, rubber bands, put this shit together. I used to do the weirdest shit, like, and that's when I knew. Once I knew, like, okay, because everybody say they different, but I really felt like, oh shit, I'm kind of different. So I just took that and always ran with it, and always had that in my head. Like, that's one of my goals. I want to have like a shop, and I just repurpose and just make shit, you know, to do the kid in me.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. I mean, what age was that?
That was like, that probably like from like age of 4 up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mr.
still
Boy.
do it.
Mr. Boy.
Yeah, I'm 100 years old, and I'm gonna
Just
confidently
100. Just 100.
Just 100. I'm still a baby.
Okay.
But
And black ears.
yeah,
I had to make it sound good. I had to make it sound good for him because I heard the 100 number. I had to make it sound good for him.
But I'm still not locked in. I'm not even gonna hold you up because so many things that I want to do. Like, that's how I ended up going from CNA, patient care tech, to phlebotomist. And then being like, nah, I don't even want to do this no more. It was a point in time I was standing and talking in the church.
But you had to have a moment where you had a sense of clarity that
Music.
the creativeness, that you didn't look at things the same way everybody else. Like, all your friends, that's cool, and they have whatever, but you saw things a little bit differently. What was that creative moment? What was that one of them that you can remember? Obviously, you may not remember the moment, but
I'm gonna have to definitely say, because my mama wrote my very, 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 very first song. Don't tell nobody that. Shh. When I heard myself back rapping in her basement from the karaoke machine, ran in there with the little boom box and the tape pushed in to record on a whole nother radio, I was like, oh yeah, that's ill. And at that time, that's when Nas had just dropped that be what I wanna be what I wanna be.
Okay. See, back in the day, you found little shit like that, the little pianos and shit that can record, and you make a little small beats and shit.
That was interesting. That was the first.
All the little karaoke machines and shit. Them bitches. Once you got and it was like you had to play with them to make them record and do all that shit. But that shit was sweet. Yeah.
I think that I had a really good experience with those dual decks at a very early age. Again, like, I think the creative mind, we just work a little bit different. I remember mine was, of course, like beatboxing. So when you have the dual decks, you just, you hit record on one, and then you take that for after 2 minutes, pop it on the other deck, and then on the new deck, you press play, so the beat's playing, and then you rap on top of that on this new tape. So this new tape, then you swap tapes, rewind to the beginning of that, hit record. Now that's a blank tape again. You record the rap and the beatbox, and then it
was work to it. That's why I said it was work to it.
Yeah, it's like you. For me, I just like, I don't know how to break down everything. I don't know how to take a car and be like, oh, this is the carburetor. Oh, and then this. But you give me some creative shit, give me a new tool, some new shit, and I'm just like, okay, that's that was one thing for me. What about school? Were you guys trouble in school? What was your school experience?
School. Yeah, I was fucked up in school. I was real fucked up in school, like bad. I ain't gonna lie, but I probably got it together around like 8th grade. I probably started just being real good, but then I was gone by like 10th grade. I stopped going to school, so
you just said fuck it.
I started making a lot of money. For real. And I wasn't even doing no bullshit. I was evicting people. You ever evict people before? And that shit can make a lot of money. So I was doing that at probably like 17, 18. Yeah, probably $1,600 a week. It was sweet.
Have you ever been evicted?
Nope. We always got the fuck on. We ain't never had to get it. We never had to. It's crazy though, cause we never had to go through it. And once I start evicting people, I was like, damn. This why my OG always made sure we got the fuck out the houses and cleaned them up. We always cleaned them up and got the fuck out. But I never even knew like what eviction was until I got the job and I knew what a bailiff was, and I got the I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And they had shit real.
I mean,
shit's very real.
I never knew what true eviction was, but when I went out to Vegas, we were living in this mansion, pool, jacuzzi, 7 bedrooms, amazing.
They was waiting on y'all.
Well, you know, once we knew that the payment wasn't going to go through, we knew it was happening. We knew a day, everything. You know what I'm saying? I was the one, again, creative. I'm the one who's like, we should do a garage sale so y'all can get rid of some of the stuff and make some money off of it. Oh yeah, you're right, P. You know, but yeah, they showed up. Here's the thing: Vegas never rains. Vegas is a giant bowl. It's literally a bowl. If it rained in Vegas, they'd all be fucked. It never rains. 3 times a year. We got all our stuff out, trying to get into the U-Hauls and stuff. It wasn't like my stuff. I was a guest. So it was really like they shit. And it just rained.
3 times a year, you caught one of them. Wow.
Listen, it's not really my stuff.
What you said? They was waiting on them.
They was waiting on them.
They was waiting on them.
It wasn't really like my stuff, but I kind of experienced it. But man, the couch is just everything. It was sad.
Yeah.
Like I got the fuck on, but
is it you or me? That's what I you tell him. I tell him it's you or me.
Mm-hmm.
I said, by the time I get home, they'll be at my door.
I can't believe it. It's a sad, somber moment. School, WhakkBoii.
Oh man, school was a roller coaster. I started out good.
You just had me fooled. I thought it was all good. I wasn't hear the rest.
Look, I was an interesting kid. Like, I was one of them kids. I went to school in a suit. Like, my uncle used to, send me suits and stuff. I went to school in a suit.
Hey, what age? What grade it went bad then?
High school. A girl told me I was cute.
Oh, it was over. It probably was like 6th, 7th grade.
Man, it was OV. It took for me to like get kicked out of public schools.
Oh man.
For me to be like, all right, that roller coaster, that was the deal, right? I had to go back up.
Right.
But once I got back up, it was like, all right, I'm stuck. And like, I went to Clintondale after that, so you can't really cut up too much at Clintondale.
No.
I was more so
Clintondale's a pretty black school though.
It wasn't at that time.
Really? I mean, they might.
I can believe that.
It's a very black school.
They caught it.
I didn't go into that online stuff. I went to the actual Clintondale High School.
Okay. Yeah, I did too.
It wasn't.
I ain't go there long. I quit.
It wasn't nothing like that.
School.
It was. That's what made me competitive. Because at that time I was raised in a household of, it was more. I was more so in the nation. I was learning about the nation. So.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Being in that school, it was like, all right, now I'm like, these ain't my peers. These is.
I can see that. I can't lie, man. High school for me, school was I will say that I did great in school. I did great in school until a certain point, and I think that it was basically the point where school didn't make any sense to me anymore. I had a prominent role model. I had a father for a while, and then I didn't, and everything made sense at a point. Like, it was like you get A's and B's, pretty much all A's, and you can do whatever you want. Take you wherever, da-da-da. That was a good relationship. It gave me the fuel to get it. For my brain, for my type of brain, type of person that I am, things need to make sense like that. So it made sense. And then when that wasn't happening, then that kind of transitioned into middle school, 6th grade. There was kind of like that transition period where it was like,
yeah, that's why I said it really was probably like 6 or 7.
Yeah, I was like, I don't really have a real, whatever. And then from there,
I know they was looking at you around 6th or 7th grade.
Yeah, I remember 7th grade going to see some movie that I didn't care about. It was called The Truth About Cats and Dogs. Okay, she picked the movie. We go into the theater, and she leans into me, grabs my arm, and puts it on her titties. I said, hell yes. I'm 7th grade, feeling some titties. She did all the work for me. I didn't have to think about it and shit. I didn't get inside, you know what I'm saying? But here's the weird thing about it. 7th grade. Saw her in the hallway. I went down to act like I was tying my shoes. And maybe this is toxic. I don't think it's toxic male shit. It's just I'm a kid, you know what I'm saying? Right. But I kind of put my face near shit to give it a smell, and it smelled awful. And I just remember that feeling. I just remember like, wow. To this day, it still haunts me, curses me. I couldn't. I don't know, but I remember she was the first one, and I was 7th grade that I felt up some titties. So that was good. But
I was popping early.
Yeah.
I was a late bloomer. I'm not gonna hold you up. I was a late bloomer.
I lost my virginity at 13.
I got 5 sisters. It was impossible.
Oh yeah, well.
What's OV?
We did some sneaky shit. We had a back. My room was on the 3rd floor. It was a back ladder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had to do some real espionage.
Yeah, you was good. It wasn't no. I'm not even the oldest. So
I honestly wasn't like how it be. A lot of motherfuckers think people. I honestly wasn't even thinking about the shit. I was getting told like probably in like 7th grade, even 8th grade, they like, man, you look like you get a lot of pussy.
You feel me? You get
I'm looking like
girls.
What does that look like?
I like me. Shit, you know, like shit.
Okay.
It be crazy. It be crazy like that. Like you don't always be what it be. And at that time, I never even had did nothing for real. So it was crazy. I ain't never even did nothing. I was the man.
It be the girls that get you in trouble. They convince you. They tell you to do the dumb things.
Yeah.
Don't slide through my window while my mama and them sleep.
Don't they?
This wasn't my idea. Why I'm in trouble? This was her idea. She told me to come.
You know what it is?
You complaining the whole way because you going to do it.
You know what it is? It's testosterone. I think that we forget about that because we still experience it sometimes now. But like when you first get that first round of testosterone, that's like getting your first COVID shot. That first round, like you just change, and we forget. We forget.
Wait,
We in a new world, right?
We forget. Like
New COVID
shit.
shot. Wait,
It went from. I'm saying like you know how that saying that COVID.
you fast.
It changes you. You know what I'm saying?
You get sick quick.
When that testosterone kicked in. Is that what it is? Yeah, that's the shit that tells it. Yeah, that's not testosterone. That's
That's the
something
time
else.
when they say you smelling yourself. When
What's that
kick
stuff
in.
called? That when men we get a. Is that testosterone? We get when we hit puberty.
Yeah, you're not talking.
Is that?
You would have to be.
I guess maybe that is with. Either way, that shit changed. It's like fucking.
Might be right.
It went from everything being about GI Joes and wrestling and candy and food to like pussy, quick. You know what I'm saying? And that's so weird. But I'll tell you this. This is why I wanted to know y'all's individual creative stories. Is because all I know is that I fucked up high school, and that had nothing to do with anything other than the fact that I had discovered film and music. And because of that, nothing else made sense to me. From the moment I had accessibility to the tools, the computer, I felt like everything was the Matrix. I felt like I didn't understand what the fuck was going on. Classes were fine. I was an intellectual kid, but at the same time, it just seemed like being in a relationship with a bitch that you know that the shit is over. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you said though. I feel like earlier on than that though. Like once you kind of start figuring out like what life is for real, and if you got any type of day lying in you, you gonna stop caring about it. Soon as you say, "Oh man, I don't think this shit true," or they ain't
But
going
it
about
wasn't
their
about
word.
it not being true.
See, you went, yours was totally different.
I was a movie buff from the.
Sound like you was in it for a minute and then you just went.
I was shooting films with a camera where you had to shoot in sequence. Like you edit footage now. They did that back then too, but my camera was a fucking,
Right.
You had to shoot everything shot by shot. There was no editing. So I was doing that when I was in 8th grade because I found a buddy who could help me. We set up boxes. I didn't have money for a tripod. We set up boxes. We were. It didn't.
I feel like
if you do it, nothing will stop
started from
you.
the bottom.
You gotta appreciate the fact that you had the audacity. To
You started from the bottom. You started from the bottom.
I was shy. Like,
They can't take that from you.
wasn't about to hear me sing or rap. Like, no, I was shy. No.
I've never been shy. Put me in front of 10,000 people. Put me 100,000 people. What up, everybody? Y'all ready for some motherfucking WhakkBoii?
I feel
Let Von Deezy? What? Nigga, bitch ass, put your motherfucking titties up. I ain't gonna say this.
I never been shy. I just hate
social
loud
extrovert.
noise.
So when I be doing like, when I gotta go out and do these things, and I literally call it these things. People don't understand it. I be a lot of myself. I'm like when I get on stage, I'm excited when I'm performing the song. Before I get on stage, it's a million things that done ran through my mind.
Right.
I done thought of everything that can go wrong. Twice. I done thought about going home. Hey, what if the DJ?
You think about going home?
Hey, yeah, I done thought about going home.
What the fuck you gonna do home, bro?
What you mean, write a whole new song? Like I just dropped the video.
At a
Yeah,
when you
that's
supposed to be at the
good
concert,
answer.
I ain't booking this motherfucker, man. He
Nah,
might dip out on me.
He thinking about
He
something.
thinking about going home. Man.
I had somebody like literally like pick me up off my feet. I was on the east side. I'm on the west side. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm from the west side. And what they say, you know, most people in Detroit that live on the east side ain't never been to the west. Most niggas from the west ain't never been to the east. And majority don't know.
How can that be a thing?
It's just a real thing. And majority
How,
of everybody don't cross
How,
8
Sway?
mile.
How, Sway?
You ain't got the answer, Sway. But you know it's a real thing.
Come on, man.
It's a real thing.
How can you be from the east and not go to the west?
How can you be from the west and not go to the east?
That's
how can
impossible.
You not cross over
It's
8
impossible,
mile?
bro.
It is possible.
I'm gonna go with P on this.
No,
That's
it's possible. I know
impossible,
some
bro.
people that's never been on the east side.
I don't.
I know people that's never been on the east side. I know people
Why?
that's never been to Oak
Like, are
Park.
they like ancient like chiefs, like from like
Is they
Indian
staying the
times
house
and
guys
shit?
or
Like-
something? Like,
Nah, man, they ain't even staying in the house, guys. Like they all, everybody slide west.
I feel like that
like
would be a skit. Like he get right at 8 Mile and Woodward and just like,
Cause,
Bro, that's how
well,
people
from what
take
I
it.
know, y'all come to the east, get our girls. We come to the west and pick up y'all girls. So
Man, if we gonna keep it honest,
that's how I thought y'all be over there.
Look, the east side
So
ain't
they
meant for
cars coming
everybody.
over here to get the girls.
I'm not gonna hold you up.
We
The
got to
east-
go over there get ours.
The east side ain't meant for everybody. And you know that.
okay,
How many Taco Bells over here?
about 37.
Crazy.
No, Taco Bell.
There's no Taco Bells in the city.
No Taco Bell.
No, is that Taco Bell 8 Mile and
That's
Woodward?
8 Mile. All of them are 8 Mile. They all in Warren. No, we got no Taco Bell.
Listen, the east side of Detroit is a different story in real life.
We got no Taco
Okay,
Bells.
fair enough. I just feel like
That's
That's like
Warren.
Brightmo.
That's Warren P.
Brightmo, that's not considered the
Fair
west side in real life. You know what Brightmo
Nope.
is considered?
Yeah.
Brightmo.
Brightmore. Yeah.
I read something that it was read to me on the thing,
That's
but
right.
basically west sides of lots of places like all over the world have been known to be more prestigious or there's a whole
That's it.
yep. That's why it's. Well, I probably fucked it up. I fucked up the blunt, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I had a foil, but there was holes in it.
He bit it.
I bit that bit. That was a snake. Ah!
Oh shit.
I did read the thing, and it said that West Sides. I forgot, like the banks give better loans on the West Side. The fucking sun sets somehow better on the West Side. It was a whole thing about Detroit, but then it was talking about in France. It was talking about in LA or something. Like, it was just weird. It's like if you live on the West Side, wherever you are, you're in the better part.
You got to remember. Look at this.
Oh wait.
Detroit used to. Who gave me this first? Before I said
It's going this way.
Oh, okay, so look, Detroit, like you know where Mumford at? Mumford was a Jewish school, bro. Detroit was predominantly white. West Side, like, how is it that Compton, Compton, California, how y'all split an entire street? It's a street divide in Compton and Carson. Carson, California, Compton, California. It's down there, just a street. And that's.
It's like the hood and the good neighborhood.
The hood, the suburbs.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
I never heard about this. What's that? What's the deal with that?
You basically go steal some shit and run right across the street and then get damn near be right
Nigga,
scot
on 8
free.
Mile and
Yeah,
if
it's
you
like
take your
that.
ass on 8 and Greenfield, right?
That feels
Not
like
even
the
8 and
hood.
Greenfield.
That feels like the hood.
Talking about the big long ass houses.
Look, over where it crossed over to Oak Park, where that American Pond is at.
Yeah.
You cannot catch a cab on the other side. If you call a cab over there,
Walk your ass across the street.
they won't cross. They won't drive their ass across the street.
They
It's
make
illegal.
you walk.
Yeah.
Oh.
They can't.
Right.
They're not allowed to pick you up over there.
Right. Stepping on somebody's toe. Somebody might see him and call in.
Like,
You might not think it.
Literally that.
Is it a thing that you can't get a cab as a black man anymore? Is that a thing, or is that just that's a past?
You know,
We in the new world. Uber, Lyft.
Cabs anymore.
Yeah, they still using them though. I was thinking that, but
You know,
we in a new world, man. Uber, Lyft.
Is that me?
no.
It's a new world.
He died.
I was checking. I was making sure it wasn't me.
The I had
If that's the case, I could plug my phone into this box right here, then, right?
mhm.
I appreciate that. A dead phone in the streets is nowhere near good.
A dead phone in the streets. What is the metaphor for a dead phone? What is a dead phone in the streets?
That's almost being caught slipping. I ain't gonna hold you up. In the world that we live in today, where we got
That's a drop call.
Like, I got access right now in my pocket. I ain't gotta go to a payphone. I don't none of that, right? I can lights on me. Boop. Somebody on the line with me. I can go live right now. I need the world to see what's going on. Something like, nah, you ain't gonna. My phone gonna be.
We living in a world of clicks.
I need to be exactly. That's what the world is based around right now.
Of clicks?
Yeah.
Clicks.
Like he's part of the clique.
No.
Be like click.
I watched a survey and they basically was saying now that basically you going to scream, you going to do anything, you gotta basically click it. You gotta click here to get there. You gotta click here on Facebook. The world is coming to a click.
Instagram
You just click and do. You gotta think when
that.
technology get far, what we gonna be doing? Click this to do this. We really talking to shit now. Alexa can do this. You ain't even gotta touch nothing now.
I mean,
Shut off the bed lights.
Arguably, it's better. Would you? So this is what I'm telling you. People are against this. You get the chip, or like some kind of thing, and then like when you want to pay bills, plink up. When you want to do something online, plink up. You ain't got to internet or whatever. Scan your shit, plink up. It's already there. There's no more money. You don't touch the stripper. Touch you with. I don't want to touch your pussy money. I don't want to touch your money. It's been in your pussy, in your foot, in your titty juice. I don't want to touch money. It's fucking disgusting. It's been someone scratch their ass, they scratch their balls. First thing they do is count the money. Anybody using no fucking astringent.
I feel like all that's cool, but we have some of the deadliest hackers.
But what?
You do all that without putting chip.
I don't think the hackers gonna let it pass.
They want that to happen.
But that's what you could say. You could say that
they might just walk past and got his
money. The hackers
want
that to happen. I need that.
Yeah, they waiting. They waiting on shit like that. So I can just walk past and get his money. You know, like they could just walk past you. They just jump on the bus and walk past people and just take their money off their card.
Yeah, how though?
It's
they would have some kind of neural net.
It's a certain app they or whatever they do, and then it's a certain amount of range. They got to be in a certain amount of time. They got to be right there, and they can take your money. But I think some of them I heard that you got to actually like bump them or something.
You would have insurance just like you have for your credit card right now. And if they wouldn't put a technology out there that would be that easy to like look. Cars, yep, you can steal a car. Jets, technically, you could steal a jet. You can steal anything, bro.
How many people cleaned up MoneyGram, Green Dot? Like people put these things.
You can steal anything, but put like this. How come? I mean, aren't people not stealing crypto? What's cryptocurrency like? Bitcoins. You can't steal.
They stealing it in your face though, because they got these big companies and they all setting up. And they say invest this. I feel like they know that nobody's sticking around. So they get you invest $50. You ain't sticking around. How many people we get invest $50?
But you made your investment. But here's the thing: they can't get your cryptocurrency off of a chip in your phone or in your wrist or something. It don't gotta be a chip. It doesn't. I'm just saying that those are the type of things that people are scared of, but that would make things way more easier. Not in time. We're not talking about it in time. You can't trade time. You slap a nigga's hand. What up, bro? It don't work like that. You just transfer thousands of dollars. No, man. I mean, but people are afraid of those things, and I get it. But at the same time, imagine just like less weight. You get your unemployment money. Boom, right there. There's no mail. There's none of that shit.
Light up, huh? Whole arm just light up.
I mean, we already at direct deposit, so
like I wouldn't.
We living in the time,
savage times getting how quick people turn. Like I wouldn't want to put myself in a position.
I got a question.
Okay.
But
After you done,
Go ahead.
I
ask
want to
your
hear your question.
how much of the movies do y'all think the shit that we see in the movies is true? Like, what percentage of that do y'all think is true?
I give it I'm always throw a 60-40 in there.
60-40.
Yeah, because
What you want, P? The movies that you've been seeing since growing up, because they look too accurate with our technology. So I'm just wondering, like, do we have that technology somewhere here already that we not accessing to the
I think that
whatever you want to call
I think
us?
that our government wouldn't be doing a good job if I knew what technology was out there that we aren't supposed to know.
But with the movies, there is like they put it in our face, like
it's the imagination of whoever wrote it. If the three of us write a movie right now and say that they doing this to change the color of black people to white people or whatever, then that goes into the dichotomy of all the different theories. And I feel like there's too many movies out there.
That's the case. I'm gonna say I think Alien versus Predator was kind of real.
I feel like in every movie you got some person out there that know how to build some shit that say, "Oh, I'm going to build me one." They see something sweet and some shit, and they going to start building it and playing with technology and shit.
There's still a lot of stuff that's in movies that doesn't make sense, and that's fine.
That's
because,
what I'm trying to say.
Like, these things work, but only if physics work this way, which it doesn't. So this entire technology idea does. Because the guys who wrote this movie were on a bunch of cocaine over a weekend in Vegas, and it'll be Looper, and then it's Bruce Willis, and then that's cool. But that shit, ignores.
Close the contract.
And I mean, that's cool. Like, here's what I'm saying, right? The producer of a movie, right?
Okay.
You got the guy who's like, I'm the creative. I wrote an amazing movie. It's this great concept. I don't know how to film and shit like that, but I got a great concept, great characters. The ending you'll never believe. Okay, great. Finds a director, maybe a team. All right, boom. Maybe not. But someone who's a producer, someone who's like, yo, I dig this project. I might not have the money, but you know what? I know where the money at. I know a NEP. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or I know a couple niggas who got some. Every nigga who's out here in the streets who has money to maybe invest. Maybe they got 1,000. Maybe they got 5,000. It's just sitting there. Money sitting there doing shit. Stop saving your money. Do something with it.
Do something with it.
Do something with it. So the point is, a producer's like, I want to see this project get made, and I want everyone who sees this movie to say, produced by Von Deezy. You know what I'm saying? I found a director who can take this visionary shot about how the hood is, or about how the Matrix is real, or whatever. This visionary is going to bring this to life. We got an amazing script. We found a crew that'll do it for $1,500 because you're an amazing producer. You can produce things. You make things happen. If we need catering, sorry, we're getting fucking pizzas from Pizza Hut every day of shooting. Sorry, but I'm producing to make these things happen. And the one pivotal thing that producers do, and they're good at, is finding executive producers, and executive producers are the people who got the money.
Work for them.
So that's the producer produces the film.
Okay, that's
the executive producer got the money.
Bankroll time.
Produced by Sean P. Diddy Combs.
Okay.
He didn't touch a button. I got the money.
You feel me? I bankrolled this.
You know what I'm saying? So what you do is, you know what I'm saying? Let's say we got a financier. His name is WhakkBoii. He's from Texas.
Happy birthday, WhakkBoii! By the way,
happy birthday, WhakkBoii.
Happy birthday.
And this new year. He's
turned 99. Man.
He's a.
I'm saying 100 because I called P and I told P I'm going to do 100
sit-ups.
Features. No, that's easy. I'm gonna do
push-ups.
100 features this year.
That's dope.
Backflips. He said backflips.
That's dope.
I can't do that.
Exactly.
That's dope.
I can't.
Exactly.
I'm not even going.
He already said it's dope.
The goal is 100 features.
Yeah, that's the goal. 100 features, and I need them all to sound like #1 singles.
Well, you can only got a part of that. The rest is up to the producer and the other guy.
You know, a feature.
Sound like we halfway then.
A feature for me in real life.
33%.
Me writing the hook and doing my verse, and if I'm doing the feature, I know that there's somebody I chose who I know is going to hold down the job or task.
Okay, but a song is gonna be. Let's just give a percentage, but let's say 25% the beat. In your case, 25% the beat, 25% you, 25% the other artist, and then 25% the mixing on the whole thing. So you only controlling 25% of, and the other 75% is up to chance. Because the beat got to be high, the engineering got to be high, and the other nigga
let me clear up this percentage for you.
That's right, because that's not exact 25.
Let me help you with this percentage. For one, you mix my music. Stop talking.
But I'm doing all 100 of your collaborations.
You mix my music. Okay. Stop talking to me. One. Let me clear up that percentage for you. Count yourself out. Try me.
Okay, my nigga.
We're talking about me. If I'm gonna put out a song and I say it's ready to go, that means I've actually like set on this. Like I don't write full songs and like I can, but I like to go back and super critique. I'm my own biggest critic. Like anything
what
that
you got on throat, baby.
Oh look, I was gonna slide on that motherfucker. I heard the remix.
Yeah, I would have got on there.
I was gonna slide on. They should have called me.
My shit would have been broke, baby.
I thought I was gonna drop my mixtape.
I'm trying to spin it on you, broke baby.
I was gonna tell the world they forgot my verse.
Baby.
Broke baby.
I would want to hear a broke baby remix.
I'm broke baby. I can't not spin it
I
on
can't
you.
spin it on you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to tell them why.
Let me use your restroom real quick.
Okay. I just wanted to finish the thought about the producer and finding the executive producers, find the money. Because you find somebody who's got the money, and then that person with the money, he's got like a bunch of money. He's got, you know, if we're talking about let's say a smaller Detroit, you just know some niggas. So you know a couple niggas who got 5,000 each to throw in. You got a budget, boom. So then you take that, and then now the people who gave you 5,000, one of them's got a nephew who he wants to be in the movie. He wants him to be one of the lead stars. It's like, oh, fuck.
But he gonna do that.
I mean, you the producer.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck, what can I produce? Now, I got my director. He's got a visionary style, and I got the, you know what I'm saying? But niggas is like, directors don't like when they have to take creative steps that they don't want to. You know what I'm saying? They're doing it literally because the producer is demanding it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that part, though. And I feel like, here's what I'm saying. We need more producers in Detroit. Mm-hmm. We need more people who can facilitate, people who can get things done. It's a tough role, but it can be profitable. Like I said, the idea behind it is like the producer might look at it and say, I think this at the end of it, because he's doing everything, the craft service, hiring all the talent, hiring the actors, or probably not hiring them, just finding them.
It's too many rappers. Shit. I think so. It's too many rappers.
Too many rappers?
Too many rappers.
In Detroit?
Yeah. It's too many rappers.
Can never be too many rappers.
I mean, it ain't. Like they said, you can
talk to me. Why do you think it's too many?
Because you can have a line, and that line can say they got 1,000 jobs to be doctors, and then you can have a line that say they got a job for 10 rappers, and you gonna have 1,000 people in that motherfucking line for the 10 rappers. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then in the line for the doctors, you can have 10 people. But the spots, you can get 1,000 doctors. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, motherfuckers, it ain't enough doctors. You know what I'm saying? The shit that we really need.
I mean, I get your metaphor.
You know,
I just
too many rappers.
I think that there's a surplus to that. But I also think that
the odds is fucked up.
I feel like this. It's no longer about necessarily your, like, can you get on the radio? Radio's dead. Okay. So, like, now it's literally about, can you just consistently be this creative presence that builds a name for yourself, not through paying for sponsorships and shit like that. That shit helps. Right. But it's like, if people just are along for the journey because you set yourself up to be viewed, I think that's what really gets people behind you, because nowadays, here's the perfect analogy right here. Someone told me this. If you go down the bread aisle at the grocery store, it's just bread. But at the same time, each of those companies have found a way to make a name for themselves enough to be, you know what I'm saying? They all sound the same goddamn thing, but one's just different enough, a different price, a different style, a different whatever, that makes them sell. You know what I'm saying? Right. everybody feel a little bit different. Everybody feel like a weirdo. Everybody feel like a outcast or something like that. And there's a music for you. There's music for when you want to fight, music when you want to fuck.
My thing is, I feel like it can't be enough rappers, but because I feel like everybody need to tell a story. Everybody wake up and live a different life. We know that as fact. So, but I'm just saying, if you're not gonna tell your story and put your sauce on that, then I feel like go be a doctor. You know what I'm saying? Because you wasting the time. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people just jumping this shit, and they jumping in it because it's a trend for real.
Here's what I'm saying. I feel like I've told WhakkBoii this today, and I said like there's certain things that I need from some rappers, but everybody not WhakkBoii, everybody not Von Deezy, and I think the things that make Von Deezy is the absence of Von Deezy in these other people. You know, everyone's gonna be great, but maybe at their thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? We need doctors, and that's a fact. We need more people, but some people just ain't gonna put them 12 years in, them 16 years in, and we need some people to be ordinary so that extraordinary people can stand out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe everyone is technically extraordinary at something, but ultimately, like I said, some people are meant to be the people who watch the content, and some people are meant to be the people who make the content. You know what I'm saying? And those lines can be blurred, but, you know, ultimately, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think blurred is a
understatement or overstatement?
Understatement. They gonna take that. They gonna misconstrue that completely.
What you mean? Talk to me.
They gonna take that and be like I'm definitely in full support of. I'm not gonna say some people are meant to, because everybody got their own niche. Everybody, I feel like everybody has their own path to getting to things. Like, people have a different level of being content. That's what I'm calling it.
Right, yeah, they do.
People have a different level of being content.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are cool with sitting at home. I'm a homebody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. This is all I need to be happy. This right here sustains my life.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like as creators, we have a different. I'm not gonna say ceiling, because I don't even like to, as a creative writer, because I like to say I don't really have a ceiling. Like, my mind doesn't shut off. That's why I can't go to sleep. Mine doesn't shut off. I'm always trying to do something different, exceed at something, grow.
I get you.
You get what I'm saying?
My perspective on what I was saying, real briefly, is that there are some people who are the creators and some people who are the watchers, and that line blurs sometimes, because sometimes basically you can be a creator and still be a watcher. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we're talking specific, then we're talking about YouTube shit. But if we're talking about life, there's some people who want to buy dime bags all the time, and there's some people who are like, there's a supply and demand for dime bags. I'm gonna start selling that shit because I can see that. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's the people who create and the people who watch. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to go to the store and buy clothes. Some people are like, I'm about to have my own clothing line and have other people buy clothes from me. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, sometimes he can be the creator, creating the clothes, but other times he can go to somebody else and get a music video done, or get whatever. And you can be a creator and also be a watcher. But at the end of the day, some people just aren't creators at all. They're just meant to be watchers.
See, but look, I got a different output on it, like, or whatever you want to say about that. But I look at it different. That's why I try to do the motivational speaking, and that's why I came to do this, because I try to. My thing, I say, one of my talents is getting people in their groove, getting people to figure out. I feel like everybody is a watcher. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we all got some shit that we can't do. Even if it's looking at a nigga do a sweet flip and we, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is a watcher, but some people, you know what I'm saying,
are creators.
No, like the watchers, they are creators, but they're creators in their own little platform. But like I said, sometimes it takes the motivation and it takes the hate to go down a little bit, like, and do a podcast like this. Mm-hmm. and show people, oh shit, I might got something in me. I need to start just doing shit. You know, I love Nike because just do it is one of the biggest things. If motherfuckers just start doing shit, they might figure out, oh shit, I'm sweet as hell at this, and there you go, fucking around, got a creator.
You know, the sad part about all this is I have to go because I have to take her to work.
Okay.
Oh damn. Okay.
We see how fast time rolls.
Well, I mean, give me some of your thoughts for your birthday. What do you want from this year besides that's business wise?
100 features.
100 features. What do you want for your life, man? What do you?
This birthday is kind of usually what I like to do is I like to celebrate with my kids because my kids are the best part of me. They make me smile and make me happy. But this birthday was kind of different. Like I just buried my best friend today. Well, technically yesterday, but so this was a different experience. Like this is one of those. All right, life happens because this ain't get back gang. Somebody can't. This ain't. Somebody didn't take my best friend from me. This was like God's will. So this ain't something I can. That's just something that makes me have to look at. All right, how I'm moving. I'm taking care of myself. Like this birthday just made me want to give up a lot of things. I remember when I talked to you, we did a podcast. It was me, you, and Mocash, and you said, "Do you have any advice for any up and coming artists?" This birthday really just embraced me taking my own advice. You have to be willing to give up. You have to be willing to literally just give up to get to where you are supposed to be. Like
give up what?
Like you have to literally like give up the person and give up certain traits and habits that you have that you know that you personally are hindering you. Like I know I smoke cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
You gotta give that.
I don't even consider. A lot of people they write me and they be like, I don't even listen to rap, but I love listening to you because you know when I get into it's a certain sound that I'm putting out, and for me to, you know, fluctuate and flex my vocals the way that I do it, I shouldn't even smoke cigarettes. As much as I encourage different vocalists and singers and how I'm working with them, I should know that's no good for my body. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things that I should give up. Like I need to give up, like all the things that are holding me back that I'm doing to hold myself back.
Yeah.
So I need to give up a part of myself that's hurting me. That's the part where I'm at. That's what this birthday showed me. Because I had a drive at one point. I left Detroit. Like, I left. Fuck it. Overnight. Made a decision. Met a girl. We gone together. Ended up marrying her. And it was like, somebody told me chances make champions. When you leave Detroit, keep going, don't come back. I just kept moving around. But I had to come back here.
Why?
Centered me. I needed to be humble. To be honest with you. I left here cut up. Here is different. I gotta look up. I can't just be like, all right, somebody said hello to me without questioning. Hold up, what the fuck? Somebody just said, what up? I got a question. I gotta check how he said what up.
Right.
I gotta check how they're saying this to me. Yeah. When I move around and the places here. I've been, it's different. It's more welcoming. So
yeah, you see, like, oh shit.
I needed to be brought back down. Like I needed to be able to expose myself now. Detroit had me at a point where I needed to be too tough.
Yeah.
I needed to be too tough. I left here and I got to places that was welcoming, and I'm genuinely holding conversations with different ethnics and backgrounds about things I have no idea about. They teaching me something, and it's like, this is genuine. They don't even know me.
Right.
I had some random white guy. This is why one of the things I don't be really like talking about race and different things, like because I was brought up in the nation. And I always the white devil and all. I just hate it. I really hate it. Like we were sitting there and we were supposed to make that song about what was going on, and I kept saying, "No, I hate that." Like, I see a million black people with Jay-Z got a billion. Just did the bottle deal that's worth what $63 million. Like, I see a lot of people, black people that no matter where they came from, what's going on, they still overcame. Like, no matter what's up against me, like, that's just life at this point. Everybody's not like that. I had a white guy just come pay for my entire meal one time. And it was crazy and it was interesting because I was at Benihana's and I was so frustrated and I was angry, like I was so pissed off, like, because I was sitting there and I waited for an hour. T.I. and his kids got their food and he cussed these people out because it was only one cook.
The white guy.
Listen, not even the white guy. T.I. was in there and they only had one cook. And T.I. was in there tripping. His kids was in there, and I really, at this point, as an artist, I'm like, yo, I really want to just be like, yo, check me out, like, I'm itching, like, but he in there so upset, like, he was really upset because they had one cook, and it took forever for him to get his fucking food, bro.
But let me ask you, you're saying that people that live in Detroit to expand themselves, almost like how some people used to say go to the army. You're saying that they should take a trip, leave for a while, and just learn different things.
Yeah,
and maybe that's something for everybody.
Life is about energy.
Whether
just
you live
see
in
how
Detroit
open
or not,
people is. Like, people don't lock their cars. You're not gonna see motherfucking armor guard doors on shit. You're gonna be like, wow,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's well,
different.
I mean, you can get that in Mount Clemens or Grosse Pointe or anything like that. I think it's just like you should definitely get out. Like, no one should be. This ain't the Truman Show. You know what I'm saying? Get out. You know what I'm saying?
It is the Truman Show.
But you gotta understand that some of these little counties like that have a lot of money in them.
A lot of black people scared to go to these counties.
I think West Bloomfield was one of the richest counties in the United States for a long time.
I think that some people have to be the figurehead
30 minutes away from here.
In changing those perspectives. Like, black people shouldn't be afraid to, now, if you're doing certain things, maybe you shouldn't, you know what I'm saying, be blowed in the car like that if you go into certain neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you how to smoke or how to drive, but I'm saying, like, if you're afraid because your tags are bad, learn to find somebody on that side that you can do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just certain things that I think people need to be a figurehead on, changing the perspectives. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get certain things together so that you can get the things that are better for your life. Things will change in our neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? The stores, the you know, I don't know, man. I think every week I try my best to go to at least 3 or 4 different black businesses. Some people come to me. That's a black business. But I mean, sometimes the attitude isn't the best.
They gotta leave.
At some of these places.
They gotta leave.
Okay, yeah.
They gotta leave. No, not me. They have to leave.
Who has to leave?
Like, life is energy. Yeah, whatever he watching, but life is about energy. Like, the coolest part about what's going on in this room is what's unseen, and that's the energy that's in here. That's the energy. That's the vibe that we already have. That's created. Like, and that's the coolest thing about everything. Like,
energy and attitude.
When you leave here, it's a different vibe. Detroit is what I can't say what we've made it because I'm only 100, and
that's in black years.
That's in black years, of course.
Just turned 100.
Just in 100.
Just hit that buck.
Hundo.
Yeah.
But it's the statistic and stereotype that we've made it. That's that energy, like.
But we have to be on the front runner of changing those things. I really want to be on the front runner of, like, this is an influential guy in this neighborhood. I'm not sure your neighborhood, but I'm saying I want to put more like children programs for the weekend. Get them young. Be an influential member of them to change those thoughts now, because you're gonna have whoever you're gonna have around you. Yeah. That's your family. You're gonna have that. But if there's someone that you remember, you always look like, I can start a t-shirt company. I can do this. I can do that. Just a workshop where we're investing in these kids, because we can't say we want things to change and then, hope for it. You know what I'm saying? We got to be fundamental members of that start. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it's going to be. It might not be a kids program. I don't know. But something that puts that vibe out there, man.
In this day and age, it's going to have to be something on YouTube.
Yep. Yeah,
You're right. You're right. But kids got to get out, man. Kids got to, I don't know. Either way,
we can only listen. As much as we want kids to get out, we can only control that much. See how close my fingers is?
Your fingers were very close.
Because that's how much we can control.
I mean, we living in a new world. I think we gonna be doing this shit for a minute anyway, back and forth for anyway. So,
well, let's see how long. What's the
they
state?
breaking the kids down for real.
What state just opened all the way back up?
I heard around March 20 something they supposed to be doing the mask off, but
One of these states is completely open.
A lot of them are. Texas was.
A lot of them are.
Florida.
Man.
Yep, they doing them trips and coming back today. Where they coming from?
Are you guys gonna take the shot or not? Did you already take it?
Shot of what?
The COVID shot.
Oh no, I ain't taking it.
Are you gonna take it?
No.
Why not?
I'm not too sure. I'm not sold on this yet.
I smoke marijuana.
I can't even take.
Is that bad?
That's my shot.
I'm not sold on it yet.
Here's what I'll say. They say in the news, one of the major concerns right now is the lack of faith in it in the urban communities, and that's a big reason why it's like people who just don't give a fuck and never been on a
Listen, Pete, they ain't got drugs that they've been doing for 100 damn years together. You telling me I want to take the drug that y'all just whipped up? Some new shit y'all just went there and went. Hey, go back, hey, make that Kim tell him whip up this shit for the Rona. We gave this nigga 3-4 months and he got the Rona formula. I ain't fucking with you.
I mean, I gotta look at it and be like, all right. When they give me the flu shot, they giving me a dead bug.
That's what I'm saying. The flu shot still ain't right. So how the fuck we gonna do the Corona shit? The flu shot, we still scared of the flu shot, and that motherfucker been around forever.
Okay. So are you still gonna travel? Or are you still gonna have your mask off?
No.
I mean, what's the trade off? Because like, if you get
I got my mask with me, I ain't traveling.
Yeah, I think you gotta keep the mask on.
I feel like this year is gonna be locked in for me personally.
What I really think is the mask ain't coming off until they do another order that you can't wear a mask in public. No, because what is gonna be, that mask gonna come off, motherfuckers gonna use that shit, start fucking motherfuckers up still, having their identity. And they gonna take the mask off. So they gonna put the mask on us. They gonna take it off of us though.
Well, tell me this: what is your aspiration for? What is your aspiration for when the mask come off, things go back to normal for your music career? Are you doing a concert? What are you gonna do? What's your one aspiration for the moment you can get back to doing the regular hip hop shit? What do you got for me, Von Deezy?
I really got a lot of shit I already got tied in, so I'm really gonna go ahead and just gonna start letting the world know who I am, and I am fucking with the country rap, so I think that's something I'm about to dive in real deep too. For real, man. Country rap, I'm fucking with it.
Bet.
Yeah.
Bet. Mr. WhakkBoii.
The moment the mask come off, I'm going to a restaurant. I'm not gonna hold you up. It's nothing even music wise. The moment the mask come off, because
I was about to say, what they got to do?
Because it's a difference between a performing artist and a recording artist. And at this point, I just want to be a recording artist.
So do you think that meal, that relaxation, gonna help your career? That's what you're saying.
As a recording,
that piece of man gonna help your career.
Recording and performing artists are two different things. I'm at the point of wanting to just be a recording artist right now. I'm not too much in the face of my videos. I need people to hear what I say, and that in contrast to looking at me right now.
Okay. Well, hopefully that's the 2021 goal that we got there that we can get accomplished.
Where's Waldo?
It's
Where's
been another hot one, y'all. We're gonna keep this train going on for the next episode. We have Von Deezy here. Can you tell us where we can find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at DET MadLove. Check me out.
That's the name of his clothing brand. If you want to support him, that's MadLove on there, okay? And WhakkBoii, tell us where we can get you.
Everywhere, and that's WHA 2Ks. Don't forget that BOII. Don't forget to check out that new song. I don't know if you watched it. Well, you haven't watched the video, but 1,000,000 Miles now streaming, featuring Diamond Cherie. I need you to go check it out on all major streaming platforms.
1,000,000 Miles. All right, guys. You guys have been listening to the PeterPromo podcast. Von Deezy and WhakkBoii. Your boy PeterPromo here. We're going to sign out. SlumpGang.
Peace.
SlumpGang.
Woo.
Thank you so much, guys. That was great.